Welcome back to also cybersecurity episodes with Cyber. Have you ever wondered how your business can really lock down identities so tightly that attackers will hit a literal brick wall? In this video, we're diving into Microsoft Entra ID's advanced identity management, comparing E3's basics with E5's next level governance, PIM, and conditional access. By the end, you will know exactly which knobs to turn to manage privileged roles, automate access reviews, and apply risk-based policies without killing productivity. Hi, I'm Venicia. I'm the founder of Cyber, a cloud security architect and a Microsoft MVP. Together with Also, we bring you cybersecurity insights backed with the latest news and diverse perspectives. Now, Also is running a series of webinars focused on security, where you can dive deeper into Microsoft solutions and hear directly from industry experts. The security series includes both on-demand videos and live webinars. You'll find links to the webinars and other learning opportunities in the description. So make sure to register and take full advantage of these learning opportunities. And as always, definitely make sure to check out the Also Cloud Marketplace for more insights. Let's start with what every Entra ID E3 tenant already has in their toolkit. This is multi-factor authentication, your first line of defense against stolen credentials. User and group management, so organizing roles, assigning permissions, and simplifying your day-to-day administration. Conditional access policies, so basic rules require MFA or blocking legacy authentication based on location, device, and applications. E3 gives you essential IAM controls that work great for small to medium-sized organizations. But as you scale, you'll need more automation. You'll need more visibility and just-in-time privileges. And that's where E5 really comes in. So today, we will deep dive into identity governance and access reviews in E5, privileged identity management, so PIM best practices, and advanced conditional access with risk-based policies. Now, first up, identity governance and access reviews coming with E5. So with E5, you automate entitlement management. So this means you can define who should have access, for how long, and under what conditions. Access reviews lets you schedule periodic checks of group application access. Instead of relying on memory or spreadsheets, Entra ID sends review requests to users or managers, collects responses, and can auto-revoke stale permissions. So this continuous review process not only cleans up orphaned accounts, it also helps you demonstrate compliance to GDPR or whichever regulation applies, because you have an audit trail of every approval and removal. Then we have privileged identity management. Now, just-in-time privileged access is super important. You know that permanent admin accounts have huge risks associated. If they're compromised, attackers basically roam free. So with PIM, Privileged Identity Management, you require users to request elevation only when they need it for a limited period of time. You can configure approval workflows, so perhaps only the security manager can approve a global admin activation. You can set up email or Teams alert whenever someone activates a role. Plus, you can get session recordings, so you can review exactly what changes were made while elevated. This means zero permanent standing privileges, full visibility, and a clear audit trail for every action. This is really a game changer, both for security and compliance. Then there is advanced conditional access. Now, let's level up conditional access with risk-based policies. E3 already gives you location and device-based rules, but E5 can incorporate Microsoft's Defender identity protection signals like user risk and sign-in risk. You can create policies that either block or that MFA challenges users when their sign-in risk is high. Say that they're logging in from an anonymous IP address or they show atypical behavior. You can then carve out trusted device rules so that your engineers aren't prompted every time they VPN into the organization. This is seen as normal behavior versus user risk or risky sign-in behavior. The trick here is to really start with a pilot group on this one. You can start with the pilot group, monitor your secure score and the sign-in logs, and then expand gradually. This will help to avoid frustration. And in this way, you can absolutely balance security with a smooth transition and smooth user experience. Now, there are some key best practices, and here are takeaways for advanced identity management. First is to really consider automating access reviews. Schedule them monthly or quarterly to declutter stale permissions. Deploy and use just-in-time PIM. So require approvals and notifications for role elevations. Then use risk-based conditional access. Challenge or block risky sign-ins while continuing to allow trusted sessions. Monitor and audit. So turn on logging. You need to have visibility. Review PIM reports and integrate with Microsoft Sentinel or your SIEM capability of choice for real-time alerts. Then it's also important to communicate these changes. So train your administrators and your end users on new approval workflows so that nobody is surprised and nobody is frustrated. Alright friends, that is our deep dive into Entra ID's advanced E5 features, governance, PIM, and risk-based access. Now, a little homework for you. If you are on E3, start planning your upgrade to E5 by mapping out which workloads need just-in-time privileges and automated review. And if you are already on E5, then spin up your first access review and configure a PIM approval workflow and see how this helps to transform your business by automation and enhancements when it comes to access reviews. Next up, we will shift from identity to detection in getting started with Microsoft Sentinel's real-time threat detection. And we'll also discuss E3 versus E5 considerations in the space of threat detection. I'll walk you through setting up Sentinel, connecting data sources, and choosing the right E3 or E5 features for your threat hunting needs. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember to stay vigilant and stay secure.